kind of jumping around a little bit and not very, I'm showing you first how to do a knot sum, because I think it's kind of cool. Some of the things we have about prime numbers, mathematicians always try to generalize or abstract something. So I remember sending a paper of mine to a journal, and the editor liked the paper, and the next thing I see is a paper of his generalizing it to rings instead of fields. So that's a math thing to do. But the idea of prime numbers, it's nice because like basis vectors, you have something that you can put your hands on. Like, I only need to know this. If I know all the prime numbers, I know really how to structure all other numbers. That's what makes all kinds of other mathematics possible. The same thing is true for knots. You have something called prime knots. So you start with the sums first. We use the hashtag symbol for sum for knots, not to confuse it that you're adding knots. But that's the sum symbol for adding knots. And I just took 2 trefoils because I already drew one, and I'm not good at drawing these things, so I copied and pasted it twice. So I'm adding the trefoil knot twice. And so here's how it works. It's exactly what you think. You first put a bridge on 2 of the solid parts, and you perform surgery. And that's my version of what happens after the surgery. That's the sum of the knots K1 and K2. Sometimes, so I've played around with these a bit. Sometimes you add 2 knots together and they turn out to be something else. Like, because you can lift pieces apart, and so you can untangle it and it turns out to be another knot. So what's a prime knot? A prime knot is a knot that cannot be expressed as the sum of 2 other knots. The trefoil, the left trefoil, is a prime knot. Okay, so I'm going to stop there, have you guys fill in the part about summing, draw your pictures. See what happens if you take a left trefoil and add it to a right trefoil, if you're good at drawing it. You can look up on your phone what a right trefoil looks like. It's exactly the opposite of the left trefoil.